Has one of the most unusual city halls you'll find anywhere in Louisiana.
In addition to the mayor's office and other city agencies, this city hall is also a museum. Dave McNamara takes us there for a visit in the heart of Louisiana.
This may be the only city hall where you can see vintage cars on display and a recording studio that turned out early South Louisiana music. Rather than putting a museum in City Hall, it's really a city hall built into a museum.
It was not only a way to kind of preserve the history in Crowley, but it was also a way to get the grant money and the funding we needed to create this space.
Crowley, located in Louisiana's rice farming country, has one of those well-preserved main streets that's once again thriving with new businesses. It started with the reopening of the 1901 Grand Opera House of the South on North Parkinson Street. Then the old Ford Motor Company building next door, complete with the elevator and tracks used to assemble Model T cars, became the new City Hall. And that drew other businesses downtown.
And as people came in and started purchasing these buildings, uncovering the windows and redoing things, they realized how much of the old stuff we still had left and that everything was pretty well intact.
I guess if the buildings had stayed in commerce for all of those decades and decades, they would have been upgraded, they would have been modernized, the old stuff would have disappeared, but because they were boarded up and forgotten, that didn't happen.
Exactly. And that did really come about because a lot of the industry ran to Lafayette with the oil field and the oil industry and the oil center.
A few feet outside the mayor's office, you will find these antique cars. Back in the 1920s, the car parts were shipped by rail and the vehicles were assembled here and sold.
And the reason why we got the plan is because we had the paved streets of the time.
And not far from the Model Ts, you see the equipment used in the recording of early Cajun music, swamp pop, and country songs. J.D. Miller opened his Crowley recording studio in the 1940s.
All of his sound mixing, his soundboards are here, the reel-to-reel tape machines are here, and even some of the instruments.
And a song written by Miller became the first chart-topping country hit for a solo female singer.
It wasn't God who made Honky Tonk Angels. That's his song. That's his gold record album he did with Kitty Wells. He wrote the music in the song.
Here you find the big stories of a small town that are now preserved and on display at City Hall.
I just want people to kind of walk away saying, wow, I never knew that was there. What a cool little place to visit.
It's a fascinating blend of the old and new, where city business is wrapped in the history of Crowley. With the heart of Louisiana, Dave McNamara, Fox 8 Local First.
For more information on the Crowley City Hall Museum, go to heartoflouisiana.com.